So hi dear students, now we are starting our another video tutorial. In this video tutorial I'm going to teach you about how to write a review. So let's start. At first let's define the term review itself. First of all, so a review is a special type of article written for publication in a magazine, newspaper, etc., giving a brief description and evaluation of the restaurant, hotel, film, etc. It may be formal or semi-formal in style depending on its intended readership, and is usually written using a variety of structures: passive, adverbs, plaintive, adjectives, past, simple, and perfect. So let's start the types of reviews. First of all, let's look through the review of a film. So there are 4 parts. Introduction. In this introduction you have to give background information, then the plot, and then your opinion and your recommendations. So let's separate them into 4 groups and we will look through them one by one. The introduction. In introduction part, you should give the title, director, actors, and other information related to the film. For example, the best film I have ever seen is called. The last film I saw or watched was. The film is directed by. It is starred by. And the setting. It is the place where the film was shot. The action takes place in. You will have to show the time and place also the action of the film takes place in the plot, characters, and the plot you know, it's the meaning of the film, main idea behind the film. So characters, you know, these are actors and actresses. The main characters are the story is about, or the film tells a story of, the film is about. The plot is in present tenses. The girl meets the boy and they fall in love. This is the main idea behind the film, as I mentioned above. The reaction, your reaction to this film, your opinion it means, and your recommendations. These are steps number 3 and number 4. I was really impressed by, I found absolutely brilliant. What I most liked was, these are the phrases and expressions that you can give when you are giving your personal idea. And the recommendations. Overall, if you like, you should. Although some of it's still a great film, I would definitely recommend watching this film. I will recommend this film to anyone who likes. So these are the expressions that you can use while you are giving your suggestions and recommendations to watch the film. So the introduction, the characters and plot, your reaction, your opinion, and the recommendations. So next one, review of a book. So review of a book, it has also 4 parts, like introduction, plot, opinion, and recommendations. So in an introduction you should give the background information about the book. It means the title, author, and dates. One of the best books I have ever read is called, the last book I read, it was published in fantasy, mystery, historical, romance, romantics, science fiction, travel book, and etc. Then in the second place you have to give some information and description about the characters and the main idea behind the book, like the action takes place, the story takes place, the book tells the story of, and etc. And then you should give your opinion, your reaction to the book, and the recommendations. The book is terribly beautifully written. What surprised me is what I most like about the book. And while giving recommendations you can use this. I would highly recommend this book to anyone who likes. I strongly advise you not to it is not to be missed. You should give a miss. So a miss here, it means you have to you have to not watch it. If we write here it's a must, then it means we must watch it. So next, this is the introduction, this is the plot, characters and the plot, and this is your opinion and your recommendations to anyone else. So now we are going to learn a review of a restaurant. Now let's try. Restaurant critics want. Have you visited a new restaurant in your area recently? We would love to know your opinion. Please tell us not only about the food and the stuff, but also the prices and the stuff. Would you recommend this place to other people? The winning review will be published in a local magazine plus awarded with 100 check. So do not miss this golden opportunity. Participate in this contest and show your ability. So how to write this? Again, parts, introduction, more information about the prices, dishes, opinion and recommendations. So it's a bit different than writing a review of a book and writing a review of a film. Here in the second step we have to give much more information about the prices and the dishes, their speciality, I mean. So let's start. Introduction, background information again, name, location, prices, reason you decided to visit it, type of restaurant, dates it's located in, it's an Indian restaurant, it's a typical, and etc. More details, design, space, service, typical dishes, servers, cooks, chef, waiters. Here you can give as much information as you want, especially you should give some information about the stuff, their treatment, their dishes, the prices, the service, and everything. And next step, you will give your opinion and recommendations. Again, your opinion: poor quality, overpriced, it means it's too expensive, it's costly. Reasonably priced, good value for money, pricey. And sometimes you can write about the stuff: very attentive, friendly, charming, helpful, caring. Sometimes you have to give the dishes, names of the dishes, and recommendations. Again, here you can use these phrases while you are recommending this restaurant to your friends or other relatives maybe, or colleagues. I would highly strongly recommend this restaurant to anyone who likes. I certainly wouldn't recommend. If you do not like the restaurant, then you can use I certainly wouldn't recommend. I strongly advise you to or not to. So this is all about the writing a review for a restaurant. So the parts: background information, more details, opinion, recommendations. And now we're going to have a home task for you. Examples of reviews. Find all the adjectives and adverbs. You will read 2 examples of reviews, and your task is to find the adjectives and adverbs used in this description. Okay, you will do it later. This is the first review example and this is the second review example. Your main task is to find the adverbs and the adjectives used in these texts. Now we are going to learn about how to write a review of a hotel. Again, for parts we have the introduction, and in the second place we are going to give more details about the hotel and opinion and recommendation. It's more like a review of a restaurant. So the first thing is the introduction, more details, opinion and recommendations. Name, dates, location, more details, opinion, recommendations. The room was excellent, you have to say, and the staff all efficient, the food was very good, and etc. Answers: comfortable, friendly. You can use a review of a mobile phone or a gadget. So introduction, more details, opinion and recommendations again. So introduction: inventor's name, brand, dates, old, new, the latest, nationality. Then more details, design apps, what you can do with it, tools, battery life, size, price, sound and visual design, is there a free or light version available. So here you have to know much about the mobile phones. You should be well aware of the design, apps and etc. Your opinion, what do you think of its size, battery life, apps, price, value for money, and your recommendations? Would you recommend it or not? So you can also write a concert review. I'm not going to explain it. You will learn it yourselves. So you have to read it carefully at first, then you have to fill the gaps as much as you can, and you will write me about this later. So more reviews. At first you have to refer back to the pros and cons, then you have to explain how it will help and describe the next steps. These are the home tasks for you. Please do them. Do not miss the deadline. Refer back to the pros and cons. Here we have. Then explain how it help and describe the next steps. These are your home tasks. Please do all the home tasks on time. Do not miss the deadlines. Thank you for your attention. With you, Jasur Nurmet. Thank you. Goodbye.